Hey, welcome to the June 2026 edition of the Quest Log, where we go over all of the new RPGs releasing for the month. And this is a collaborative effort, so if I missed anything at all, which very easily could happen, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Or if you just want to talk about any type of game at all, any genre, anything you're excited for, then shout it out in the comments. I enjoy all kinds of games. I play a multitude of games myself, so I'd love to have a discussion and love to hear what you're excited about as well. So if you're into RPGs and you like this type of video, I do this new and upcoming RPGs video every month. So if you're a fan of this or RPGs in general, then please consider subscribing to the channel because that's what I cover. This is what I do. And my channel is tiny, so any interaction you can give me helps me out tremendously. It helps me out way more than I can even tell you. So any like, comment, share, subscribe, it helps me out so very much. And I can't thank you enough. I'm currently on, my goal is to try and get 1,000 subscribers this year, and we are getting so close, and I'm really excited. So any help that you can give me, it means so much to me. So thank you so very much. So with that, let's get into the video and our first game this month. It is coming out on Xbox and Nintendo Switch finally. And if you haven't played this yet, please do yourself a favor because this series is phenomenal. It is one that I absolutely love. It is, and we're waiting on any info we can get on Part 3. So that should be any time here, hopefully Summer Games Fest, which is very, very soon. But this is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth releasing on Xbox and Switch 2. First up on the quest log is a game that is near and dear to my heart, and it is a massive milestone for Xbox and Nintendo fans. On June 3rd, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth officially drops on Xbox Series and Nintendo Switch 2. If you played the first chapter back in January, the sequel blows the experience wide open by taking Cloud and the party out of the linear streets of Midgar and throwing them into the massive, seamless open world. You'll be riding specialized chocobos, playing the incredibly addictive Queen's Blood card game, and using the brand new Synergy combat system to pull off cinematic team-up attacks mid-battle, and I absolutely love those. It is a massive game, literally breaking size records on the Switch 2 at over 100 gigs. But a free demo is live right now on both storefronts with progress carrying right over to the full launch. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth launches on Xbox and Switch 2 on June 3rd, but it's also available on PlayStation 5 and PC if you haven't played it yet. Alright, so next, this game sounds hard as shit, and it is going to give you that old school RPG experience that you might be after and can kind of be hard to come by anymore, but this is Gothic 1 Remake. Gothic 1 is an RPG where nobody cares that you're the chosen one. The local wildlife can chew you to pieces in 2 hits, and you literally have to buy a physical map from an NPC just to figure out where the hell you are. Rebuilt entirely from the ground up in Unreal Engine 5 by Alchemia Interactive, this is a faithful, unapologetic reimagining of the brutal 2001 dark fantasy cult classic. You are a nameless convict thrown into a massive, cutthroat penal colony surrounded by an impenetrable magical dome. You start the game as an absolute nobody who can barely swing a sword. Your initial combat animations are clumsy, slow, and leave you completely exposed. As you earn skill points and find specialized trainers within camps, your character's physical stance and animations literally change. You shift from a desperate two-handed grip to a fluid, confident one-handed stance, making your progression feel tangible. The original 2001 controls have been entirely modernized, but the core philosophy remains. This is a heavy, deliberate tactical combat system. Button mashing will get you killed instantly. You must master precise timing, parrying, directional strikes, and combat spacing to survive both human inmates and territorial monsters. While the game world closely mirrors the geographical layout of the 2001 classic, Alchemia Interactive has expanded the map size by roughly 10 to 30%. They have used this extra space to flesh out areas that were left unfinished in the original, adding brand new camp-specific quests, expanding the narrative depth surrounding the orc culture, and extending the total playtime to roughly 40 to 50 hours. The world of Gothic will feel alive as well. NPCs have dedicated daily routines. They work shifts, cook, socialize, guard gates, and go to sleep at night. If you sneak into someone's hut while they are asleep, they will wake up, draw a weapon, and attempt to kill you. If you're looking for a challenge, then look no further than Gothic. This is an old school RPG through and through. The Gothic 1 Remake launches on June 5th for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series consoles, and PC. Next up is a title. It's an ARPG that should scratch the itch for you monster collectors out there. That is pretty different than Pokemon. So check this one out. This is Voidling Bound. Voidling Bound is an action RPG that is a unique blend of Risk for Rain and Pokemon, where you jump into the boots of a space wrangler who is desperately trying to save humanity from a planet-devouring parasite, and her only hope is to neurally bond with powerful alien beasts called Voidlings. Instead of fighting as a human, you choose a creature from your roster to pilot. Each species acts like a distinct hero character class, with its own primary range projectiles, heavy melee attacks, movement dashes, and ultimate abilities operating on tactical cooldowns. The splicing station is Voidling Bound's biggest mechanical hook. Beyond standard leveling, you can physically customize your creatures by mixing and matching body parts, colors, and patterns. It isn't just cosmetic. Splicing allows you to swap unlocked abilities across different elemental types and equip up to 3 game-breaking mutated perks to create insane combat synergies. As you clear corrupted planets, you hunt down alien eggs to expand your squad. The game features branching evolution paths that radically alter how species behave. To push stats further, a breeding system allows hatchlings to inherit unique natures and attributes from their parents. The core loop takes you from sector to cleanse alien planets, but the endgame centers around the Abyss. This is a high-stakes, endless run mode where you dive into increasingly difficult layers to farm rare genes, testing your ultimate mutated builds against all kinds of challenges. Voidling Bound launches on June 9th on Steam and sometime later this year for PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch 2. The final new RPG release for the month is a brand new IP from Square Enix coming from Team Asano, who is famously known for Octopath Traveler and Bravely Default. This is their take on the ARPG genre, and this is The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales. The Adventures of Elliot is set on the untamed continent of Philibodia, where ravenous beast tribes have completely overrun the land. Humanity's last remaining stronghold is the kingdom of Huther, kept completely safe from the outside world by a massive magical barrier sustained by the life magic of Princess Huria. The narrative kicks off when a young rogue adventurer named Elliot explores a set of ancient, newly uncovered ruins right outside the kingdom's walls. Alongside his playful fairy sidekick Faye, Elliot accidentally triggers a legendary artifact known as the Doorway of Time. When the barrier protecting humanity begins to fail, Elliot and Faye must use this artifact to physically transcend space and time, traveling back and forth across 4 distinct historical eras to unravel a 1,000-year-old mystery, stop the beast tribes at their historical roots, and fulfill a forgotten Millennium mission. The combat is heavily inspired by classic 2D Legend of Zelda games and the Mana series, featuring fluid movement, blocking, parrying, and dynamic positioning. Elliot has access to 7 distinct weapon types, including classic sword and shields, long-range bows, heavy hammers, and highly tactical chains and sickles. You can equip 2 different weapons simultaneously and instantly hot swap between them mid-combo to break enemy guard states. To upgrade your gear, you hunt down magicite fragments hidden inside dungeons and puzzle shrines, which are forged into your weapons to add elemental properties or passive attack buffs. Faye the Fairy operates as a strategic combat and traversal partner. Elliot can cast magical bombs to blast through dungeon walls, but he can also activate a specialized warp anchor that instantly teleports him directly to Faye's location to flank enemies or bypass traps. One really cool feature is that a second player can drop in locally at any time to take full control of Faye. Player 2 can float over obstacles to solve environmental puzzles, gather faraway items, and can cast support magic to heal Elliot mid-fight. The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales launches on June 18th for PlayStation 5, Xbox, Switch 2, and PC. All right, a little bit of a shorter month, but we got all kinds of releases here that will satisfy any type of taste. So we got the ARPG with the Pixel in Adventures of Elliot. We got the old school RPG. We got, the Monster Hunter, the Monster Collector type game. So a bunch of different titles, and it's going to give you a vastly different experience depending on what you pick up. So what am I playing for this month? So for me, I think this is a backlog month. I got some titles that I'm still working through that I want to get through, so it's kind of sitting in the back of my head. It's bothering me, so I'd like to get a couple of these checked off the list. And who knows, I might be doing Path of Exile 2. They just had a brand new update go live. It's pretty massive. I just have to figure out if I want to do the campaign again, because it's like 15, 16, 18 hours, something like that, just to get through, the first couple, 4 acts, and then the prologue or whatever it is with the bosses and stuff. So I don't know if I want to do that again, but I think this is a longer patch cycle. I think this one is gonna last around 6 months, so I got plenty of time to go through it and experience all of the new updates and everything. So I might be doing Path of Exile 2 and their new update, but for the most part, I think I'm going to just chill, work through my backlog a little bit, work on some videos for the channel, maybe some reviews here and there. But, I got videos coming out for the channel regardless. But in terms of what I'm playing, probably backlog month. But I want to know what you're playing. Let me know what you are keeping busy with in June here, and what you're staying inside and avoiding the heat with and everything. Absolutely love to hear from you. And with that, please consider subscribing to the channel, because this is, I cover RPGs. Love to interact with you guys. So if you can give me any sort of interaction, everything helps me so much. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Everything means so very much to me and my small channel. It goes a very, very long way. So until the next video, stream, whatever it is, please be kind to yourself and be kind to one another. Whatever it is you do, please try to do it with kindness in mind. And like I said, please be kind to yourself, because that's so important as well and goes a long way. So thank you so very much for your time, and I hope to see you very, very soon. Appreciate it. Thanks again.